This week on VGO, the new Batman VR game, Call of Duty is charging for audio.
We talk about Mario Jamboree and living with Alarmo for a week.
And also, we're giving away 3 games in our Discord, sponsored by CD Keys, Silent Hill 2, Hunt Showdown, and A Quiet Place. And I'll talk about those tonight.
5, 4, 3, 2, live! Michelle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 877 of the Video Game Outsiders podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Michelle Madison.
And I, of course, am your John Jacobson.
Hey, it's Matt Bradford.
Good. I'm glad to be in 2024 and staying in 2024 tonight.
Oh, yeah. I had a headache after that show.
No, don't do that. No, don't do that. Although this week we are actually, John, you set up the clock and you had to like lay in bed and pose and do a bunch of creepy stuff. You're going to talk about it. We have a fun show,
what?
Matt. You played the new VR Batman game that I'm kind of jealous about.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
The revolution has begun.
I do want to hear about that.
Me too.
Yep.
Yeah. So I played
hot
3
off the press,
scary
guys.
games.
Wait, did you have this device? You had the device though already, right?
No, we just got it. I can talk about that too.
Okay.
Right.
I kind of checked out with the meta stuff, so I don't really like. The timeline's a little fuzzy. So the new one just came out. Is that what it is?
The 3S came out. I
with
think
this
the 3
game.
existed. With this game, yeah.
And it's only the 3 because I have the 2 and I would have purchased this game. And I'm hoping they roll it back because how much more powerful is it? We'll see. We'll find out if this is like...
Yeah,
I heard it's the first
Is this a
AAA
system seller
VR
or a
system
piece
seller.
of,
Yeah, so we'll
overhyped
talk
crap?
about Batman Arkham Shadows in a bit with Matt. I played 3 scary games. And speaking of that, we have a sponsor, cdkeys.com. We are giving away Silent Hill 2 in the Discord. And we also have 2 other giveaways that with games that I'm going to talk about tonight. Hunt Showdown 1896, as well as the Quiet Place universe has a game. And we have a key for PS5 for A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead, which I'm going to talk about. So we have 3 scary games we're giving away in the Discord.
Sweet.
And Silent Hill 2 is from cdkeys.com. Great place to get keys. Like I said last week, in all seriousness, more fun to put a key in and claim a key than buy a game. And I stand by that. I give it my stamp. Claiming a key feels good. It feels just better. What? You don't do it enough, John. Now that we're sponsored with CD Keys, you're going to be doing it more. So we've got fun giveaways.
I kind of have with Nintendo, I've always been a physical person, and it pains me when I buy digital. But I am realizing
it's dying.
That's the future. That's what's happening.
I know, but I do realize now too that, especially with Nintendo's deals on digital, it's way better deal to do their little like 3 for $100 whatever
a big
thing.
report just came out even for PlayStation, just 75% digital sales, and it just, I don't know, that's the way we're going. But CD Keys does mostly like PC, Steam, Xbox stuff, so that's perfect for our listeners. I know we have tons of PC and Xbox people, so check out cdkeys.com and check out our Discord because we have 3 scary game giveaways, including Silent Hill 2, and we hopefully will be doing a giveaway a week here with CD Keys, and anybody can enter. But if you support us in various places, like here on Twitch or on the Libsyn app or in the Discord itself, you get extra entries. So free to enter, but a perk for people who do support us. So come on down to videogameoutsiders.com, check that Discord, that giveaways channel. Want to see more of you guys in there. So we're giving back to the community and it feels good. Thank you, CD Keys. Now, John, if they want to support us, because we do bonus shows during the week, that's right. We have a whole 20-year back catalog here. How do people support us and get the extra perks?
That's right. Go to our website, videogameoutsiders.com. When you get there, there is a red premium button. Click it, lick it, slam it, go to the next page, and go premium. It's $1.99 a month to join Club VGO. Once you're a member, you will unlock our entire back catalog of almost 20 years. And yes, we do extra shows every single freaking week.
John's happy about it.
We don't just
doing it.
He loves
we don't
it.
just do these shows. So, we do Micro VGO, The John Show, PC Outsiders, Netflix, COD.
Hey, it's Halloween week next week. If you subscribe, you're going to get scary stories from all of us on the app. And also our Halloween episode. And we may...
Now, you're going to be editing all that and putting sound effects?
I will. Sure. Just give me your story and I'll add sound effects. Matt, you can do your own if you
I'm
want.
going to make this the most complicated story ever.
No, don't tell me 2 seconds in I want a door creaking. But no, we're all going to read scary stories next week on the app as well as...
I want a door that's creaking for 4 minutes as it's slowly opening.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
1974 Eldorado engine.
Yeah. Now, also next week, Midnight Caller. I believe Roger and Sally are in the house. So it's Halloween week next week, as well as giving away Silent Hill 2 in the Discord. John, shut the fuck up, okay?
That's what I want for 4 minutes.
All right. So, John, if they want to support us, they click the red button on VideoGameOutsiders.com.
Never-ending opening door for 4 minutes.
Do you know, I say this all the time, and I'm going to warn people next week
that is so nerve-wracking.
So many people's first episode is the Halloween show, and I don't know how they get through it, but we'll see. All right, so we have 2 voicemail tonight as well. You can always call us. John?
Yeah, by the way, the witch, she's been messaging me like crazy.
What's she using these days?
What?
Is she on, like, what's it called? What? Mastodon? What's it called? Like, what is she using?
She's
how's
using
she talking?
Morse code, which is a pain in the ass to figure out. But
right.
I've been...
Well, she'll be here next week, unfortunately, along with some scary games and some scary giveaways. 3 scary games. 2 of them I'll be talking about tonight. And, of course, maybe the game of the year, Silent Hill 2 for some people, given away in our Discord. All right, John.
I have a crush on green boobs. We always kind of
hit it off.
We always kind of hit it off. I'm just saying,
it's always a natural conversation. Just do her once, Matt, and see how you feel after. See if you get her out of your system.
It's not cheating if it's a witch, right?
No. That's your wife will give you a freebie for that one. Yeah.
She was a hag.
John, I think you're supposed to tell people about the voicemail.
Is that next week? No, it's the week after.
No, it's next week.
Oh, Jesus, really?
It's the 29th next week. Yeah.
All right.
Holy crap.
So, yeah, live twitch.tv/John and Michelle.
Yeah, you guys can send us voicemails anytime during the week. Pick up your phone, dial 520-FEEL-A-VGO. 520-FEEL-A-VGO could be a question, comment, whatever. Just pick up your phone and dial 520-FEEL-A-VGO. Tiger?
So the pre-orders have been up for the PS5 Pro for what, over a week now, something like that? And every store I've seen still has them available. Walmart, Target, Amazon, Best Buy.
Really?
So, yeah, Sony's so fucking dead.
Listen, I talked about this on the John show, like the last one I did. And, yeah, I could have got one at Amazon. I could have got one at Walmart.com. No problem.
But people are selling the pre-orders on eBay. There's like pictures of receipts and stuff.
Well, I think the 20th anniversary PS4 is the big one.
Right.
Right? But the PS5 Pro, 20th anniversary PS5, it's not a Pro, though. It's not a Pro, though. It's just a PS5, right?
Just a fancy-looking PS5, right?
Yeah. And then the Pro, though, listen, I said this on the John show, but I see no reason to buy that right now because I'm not going back to my old games to see if they look better. I'm just not doing it.
No, there's not a single game where I'm like, the first thing I think of when I think of PS Pro. There's nothing to play.
I thought about it, man. And you know what I said? Oh, I guess I would go play Gran Turismo. But the thing is,
maybe Uncharted from 10 years ago. I don't know, but
yeah,
they needed to have released a game with this that says
that's the big mistake.
That'll be GTA, as we said. So
yeah, but that's like 2 years from now.
Yeah,
honestly, Microsoft and Phil might be doing the right thing here. They're just sitting back and saying, "Go on, play along with your PS5 Pro. We know when GTA is coming out, we're going to be in a position to have better hardware." Right on day one, and maybe I hope they don't do a Series X Pro or Plus or whatever. Like, just go to the Series Y.
Yeah, just the next jump. There's they're asking in chat what's with the PS5 Pro hate. I can't read. I don't think we're hating it. I think we're just asking like, I know it's probably a great machine, but what would I play on it right now?
If I wasn't a PC gamer, I would probably own one. It's just for me, I don't see it, but. People kind of have everything these days. They sort of have a Switch, they have a PC, they have a PlayStation. Unless you're like a PS only person, you probably aren't going to do it. But I get it. I get why people want the upgrade. I'm not hating on it because I do think for the price, the value is there because of the cost of that new Xbox that just came out when this one is more powerful. So yeah, no hate. It's just for me, it's not my thing.
It just doesn't make sense right now. Listen, if that's the only game in town when GTA 6 comes out, I will get one. Right?
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll talk. One of us will.
But
talk
I'm not getting one right now to play Gran Turismo again with better water puddles.
It's like cars, right? Some people just like the bigger.
I don't know.
I
don't get that argument because like I upgrade my graphics card from a 3080 to a 4090 because I want better graphics. You might do the same thing if you have a console and you're only a console gamer and you have the money.
I understand what you're saying, but it's like,
because you can't disparage performance and upgrades. That's
know, but
why would you ever upgrade your graphics card then?
The games that I really put the hours in are what? multiplayer shooters. And I turn all that shit off. I don't want any ray tracing. I don't want water and windows and shit. Like, just make it make it go fast, you know?
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, for event games like Cyberpunk, absolutely. I want it to look good. And I want the frames too, you know? All right, so let's, all right, we got a lot of ground to cover. Let's do our 10-second spotlight. Michelle, what did you play this week?
All right, I played 3 scary games. I'm ramping up for Halloween here. The first one I was really excited about. It's a co-op PvE extraction shooter called No More Room in Hell 2. I never played the first one, but people loved it. Now, right now, unfortunately, this game is a pile of duty. I have to tell you, it was a big letdown. Now, it just came out today.
Started off real positive.
I was positive about it. It's definitely started of the week. It's started of the week. So first, it's out in early access. It's very, very alpha right now for me. So let me get you on the good stuff right now, because I believe in this game in the long term, I think. But so it's like 8 players get dropped in across the map. Your goal is to find each other while doing various objectives around the map, so you can get to like the final point in the base. And the map is really cool. And like the idea of it sounds interesting, because it's like, all right, it's not really about the combat, because you're kind of avoiding the zombies, which at first I thought might not feel good, but it wasn't that I had the problem with, because I don't know, the killing the zombies doesn't really give you experience or loot. It's more that you just kill them when you can't avoid them. They want you to avoid them. They want you to sneak. And it is scary. You're out there in the woods. But what's really scary, the glitching, melee hits not connecting. It seems like it's more than just a server issue here. Like, this actual game just needs more time. And we're getting into a point here where I saw a lot of people who had early review access with like a pre-build saying this game is great, it's going to be fixed day one. And then day one it comes out, overwhelmingly negative reviews. Some of these YouTubers are being paid. You just can't trust a lot of these reviews and impressions, because the truth is coming out now on day one when people are actually getting to play. And it's just like, this game is not ready. It's not there. I can't recommend somebody spends $30, $40. What is it, 30, I think, on this game right now. It's a turd. It's a turd. And I was so looking forward to this game. It's like this really cool power plant map where you start with a flashlight, you get in. It's like, I'm into the concept here. Okay. Now, did we need another extraction shooter? I know that's the hotness now, because I guess the first game wasn't that, and some people are upset about that too. But yeah, like, if you permadeath die if you don't get out. So some people were upset about that. It's like, I'm not hating on the concept. I'm in for extraction maybe, but you just can't release something this shitty. Like, I get it's early access, but this is pre-early access.
So the shittiness is just the bad.
The shittiness is everything. I saw a floating head. It was like worse than Redfall.
Is it technical or just like
it's more than just a patch. It's like they're going to need a year to work on this.
You should have led with that, Michelle. You saw a floating head.
I saw a floating head.
Sorry, do you think they have to like start from scratch in terms of what the gameplay is, or like the loot, or do you think like,
some
is it just
people
a
are
polished
upset
game?
with the gameplay, how it changed from the first one, and they don't like the extraction thing. And I feel like all of that could be tweaked in a reasonable manner. What I think here, it's more than just server issues. It is like, you guys need to fix some fundamental problems. Now, maybe this will be fun by next Halloween. Like, I'm totally cool with saying, look out for No More Room in Hell 2. Like, the concept is great, especially with 8 players, you know, because you can go in with your friends and there's no PvP to worry about, which I know some people don't like. I actually like PvP, but it was kind of, I liked the experience, but it was just unplayable at this moment, and it had to be a Steam refund. I hated to do it, but people were dropping and nobody could play. And it's like, once I see those overwhelmingly negative reviews, maybe flop to mixed, we'll be in a better spot. But right now, I don't know. It's happening more and more with early access, where it doesn't mean what it used to, and it's not all created equal. And I kind of, I play a lot of games early, and I expect
crowdsourcing really at this point.
It is.
We talked about that last week.
Yeah.
Like, there should be different levels of.
I agree, but
like, this is early, and you're actually helping us shape this game. Or
this should have been in this state of request access kind of thing, where you go in and you can help test it. It's not ready to be bought and paid for. It just isn't. Right. And I was really excited about it. But luckily, I found something that was actually in better shape. And John, I know we played a long time ago, but listener and supporter in the Discord, Mass Appeal, suggested I go back and I revisit Hunt Showdown, which is now called Hunt Showdown 1896. Now, we're giving away a copy in our Discord as well. So they just came out with a big 2.1 update. New mode, new Halloween event called Harvest of Ghosts. And wow, this game has changed a lot since we played, John. It looks phenomenal, first of all. Like, you are in this old Wild West.
That this is true. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great. And it's just like The thing, okay, so it is an extraction shooter as well, but it is PvPvE. So you are out there trying to kill a boss, trying to compete and kill stuff, like do events and all this with other players. So I really like that. Like the pressure is on and you are scared. This is a perfect Halloween game to get together with your friends and play. You can play solo or duo or trios, and like you feel the pressure, not only killing the zombies, like a burning zombie that'll light you on fire, and you're putting it out while a guy's sniping you from across the way. And so there's all these different characters and classes and progression. It's very overwhelming, but also I think they've really worked hard to make this more casual friendly, newbie friendly compared to something like Tarkov. But my issue with it is the UI is probably one of the worst UIs I've ever seen in a game. And apparently it wasn't always this way. It's part of like the redo. And a lot of people are complaining about this. It's overwhelming. It's confusing. The UI, you have to click 3 things to do like one thing, like one click used to be before. So you're getting lost in a menu system of like battle passes and characters and upgrades, and they want to push you into the shop. And I just feel like the actual gameplay here is actually pretty phenomenal. It's pretty cool. But the everything around it, the icing on the cake looks like shit, but the actual cake itself is very, very good. So look, I do like this game though. I
Can I
think
ask you a question?
Sure.
All right, so obviously I own this game in my Steam library.
Yeah, you and Matt McCarthy.
Do I own this
You
game?
do. So they have upgraded you from Hunt Showdown to Hunt Showdown 1896. And there's, like I said, the big 2.1 update is coming. I think part 1 just came out. Part 2 comes tomorrow. There's so much new stuff, so many characters. Like,
why did they add 1896?
I don't know. Well, you get it in the music is there. And you feel like you're in like a Kevin Costner movie.
Well, that's right.
Like an old 80s.
Well, I'm thinking, is this like a Yellowstone thing or something?
It has a little bit of that. I don't know. I was scared. I mean, it's creepy and intense. Not only, like I said, are you just scared of the zombies and the bosses that you're killing, and you're doing like hunting for like clues and stuff, but you're scared of the people killing you. So you have that double fear going on. Like not only is it PvP, so you have that pressure, but they actually did a great job with the monsters, the variety, and it looks really good. The sound design is awesome. So this is a fun game, I think, to get together with your friends and play on Halloween. And you can win a copy in our Discord, Hunt Showdown 1896. They've done a lot with this game, and I feel like if you're going to play an extraction shooter right now for Halloween, this is the one to do. Not, unfortunately, No More Room in Hell 2. So check out Hunt Showdown as well. And then sticking with the scary theme, A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead. Now, I don't know how you guys felt about the movies. I've only seen the first one. I haven't
seen this newest one.
I haven't seen the newest one. I saw the first one, so I kind of know a little bit about it. I'm not totally into the movie universe, all right? But this game takes place, I believe, in between both of the movies. So like 100 days after the invasion or something like that. So this is by Saber. Now we have a PS5 key to give away in our Discord. This is a game I played with my sister, okay? Because we like to get together. I watched her play Until Dawn. We like to get together and do these scary games. But the thing here is we sort of didn't know this going in, but one of the big features of this game, and of course it makes sense with the universe, is that you're supposed to play with your mic on. It's optional, but the way to play it is with your mic on. So if you make a noise, the baddies are coming for you. And that is what this
Alien
game...
Isolationist.
Yes.
That's cool.
Oh, Matt, I was going to say, this is something you might want to look at.
Didn't Silent Hill do that too? He's
not the latest one.
No. No. So the thing is, I couldn't enjoy it because we were talking the whole time, so we couldn't play the way that it was meant to be played. But if you're somebody that likes horror stuff and you just want to, horror stuff, and you just want to turn off your lights, leave your mic on, and if you make a peep, if you make a gasp, you're trying to hold your breath because it's intense, and everything in this game will make noise. So you're like, not parkouring, but you'll be in this cluttered room where you're trying to walk around a box or a trap, or like your character needs your inhaler sometimes. And any noise you make in the game, like in the game itself or from your mic, is going to cause a problem. And I was reading people because I was like, I kind of feel like it's Alien Isolation. I saw people going, yep, Alien Isolation. I'm like, okay, I knew it because
that's cool.
It's like a hide and seek game. Thank you for the sub, Homeless. It is a hide and seek game. Like, it's not pure action. It's not going to be like, some people are mixed on it. Like, you have to have patience. You have to want to be scared. You have to want to go low and slow and really just like, and play this alone. Like what we're doing, I don't think we're getting the most out of it because we're kind of just like, all right, we're following like all the yellow paint syndrome this game has, like go to this. It's like, you know what? I'm willing to forgive this game because it has a unique thing with this hide and seek with the mic that I feel like if you're playing alone and you love horror
can't
games,
have a conversation
no,
while you're playing this.
It's not a good game to play with people, like a scary. So like Until Dawn was great for that. I mean,
it's on rails?
Yeah, a bit on rails. I feel like it's $30. it's kind of like a good price for what it is, but it's also even better to get it free. So enter our Discord. It's like, I can't totally hate on this because there's something really cool about the storytelling and is really pretty good. I think, especially if you like the movies. I didn't love the movies, honestly, but if you know the movie universe,
they're cool.
Yeah, then you'd probably be into it. Like it feels like it's true to like the movie setting and like having to stay quiet. And the graphics actually kind of blew me away. Like it looks a lot better than I thought it would, or something like this would. So I was pretty immersed, but I felt like we were missing out on half the game. It's not the type of game to play with your family or your loved ones and just kind of talk and be like, oh, go in there, do that. Like no, it's you alone. Good streamer game too. Like you alone testing yourself. Can you not make a peep? Because if you make a peep, if you even gasp, you're going to like kind of set shit off. And that's what I think is pretty cool about it. So yeah, mini game of kind of not making a noise.
But Savril, when he was on,
yeah,
he was talking about this mechanic in some other game, right? Wasn't he?
I don't
Wasn't
remember. Well, we have in Silent Hill 2, there's a radio that goes off when a monster is nearby. So you might be thinking of kind of the
what
reverse.
It was? Okay.
Yeah, you could have been playing the Michelle gasp sound. Good call. When I said, but like, no, I kind of want to play this like the proper way. Lights off, get scared, and like see if you make a noise. It's like a mini game to see if you make a noise. If you have the patience for that and you actually love like horror and love the movie, I think it's one worth looking at for $30. I think Saber did a decent job with it. It's just kind of like as two people playing together, we kind of felt a little limited, like a little walking simulator-y, but that's more of our choice on how we chose to play. So I'm kind of mixed on this. There you go. I'm kind of mixed on this game, A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead. Really good storytelling. If you like Alien Isolation, maybe take a look at it. Matt should maybe enter to win in our Discord. No.
Mark.
Yeah.
Mark
Well, it is a
Bradley.
PS5 key. Yep. It's a PS5 key, A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead in our Discord. So yeah, we'd be picking all these games by Halloween, hopefully. Silent Hill 2 by Halloween's as well. So I know I played 3 scary games. And I'm like, oh, did I kind of do this too early? Because next week is Halloween. And I'm like,
Yeah, you're confusing me. Like this
What's
isn't the
coming out?
Halloween episode right now, right? Like I didn't miss out. Okay,
No,
that's
but-
next week.
yeah, we'll see. I've
Are we
got to go
dressing
to
up?
Oh my God. I don't think we're doing video this year. Like, I don't know.
no.
We
We'll just describe the costumes we have.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
that's
think
fine.
we should dress up, but let's start the show that way with kind of what we're wearing. Are we frightening?
Sure.
You know,
I'm gonna make it all up, but yeah. for
Yeah,
sure.
no, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to be Elvira. I kind of like my week. It was like different. I don't often play a lot of scary games, but I went from Silent Hill 2 into like these 3 scary games. And now I'm like in the Halloween mood more, whereas I wasn't kind of, Silent Hill 2 did a great job of kind of getting you in that October mood. So, like I said, come to Discord, win Silent Hill 2. Thank you, CD Keys. And I'm just drinking water with lemon and lime, true lemon, true lime. And that's it for me. All right, John, I know you picked up a new game, Nintendo.
Yeah, this is my Nintendo chat. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so let's talk about Alarmo.
Yes.
We did, didn't we?
Well,
I mean,
let's
okay.
really talk about it. Because John told me he was in bed posing,
Posing. So, all right, so I've had the thing for a week now. And if you're not aware, for whatever reason, Nintendo decided to release an alarm clock. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's $100. And you could only buy it through Nintendo directly on their website or in the Nintendo store in New York City. And I guess it's a limited product. I don't believe it's going to be everywhere for a while. I don't know. But I read somewhere that it was a limited release. This is somebody's pet project or something, right?
Sure.
And so it's $100, which is kind of a hard pill to swallow, especially when you can get like Alexas and Google Homes for less that do a lot
but
more.
it's geared towards kids, right?
Yeah, I think so. But so okay,
Looks
so
cool.
yeah, so it's a plasticky red toy looking alarm. It's like a cartoon version of an alarm clock, like what you would think of in a cartoon, right? It's red, it's round, it has a rectangle LCD screen. I don't know the technology of the panel, but it's got an LCD screen, which is a rectangle. And if the light hits it the right way, you can see that it's not a round, panel. It's rectangle.
Yeah, I noticed that. I didn't like the look of that. That kind of bothered my OCD eyes.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was like, come on, guys, you cheaped out. It's $100.
But when you're in a room with the lights off, you can't see that ever, right? So the illusion's there. All right, so when I got it, I had to set it up. Now it does have built-in Wi-Fi, and it does update itself. It has a bunch of alarm themes based on Nintendo properties. It comes with Mario, Pikmin, Ring Fit, and Splatoon. Those are the 4 that are in there now, and Nintendo is promising free Wi-Fi updates down the road to get more themes like Animal Crossing, etc. Okay.
Now, Cranky's saying you need a Nintendo Switch Online required. He's like, I love when my alarm clock needs a sub. Is that true?
Well, I think it is actually, but I already have that, so I don't know.
That's crazy.
I do think. So here's what happens. So when you get it, you hook it up to the Wi-Fi, and you scan a QR code on the device, which then takes you to the Nintendo website where you link your Switch Online account to it.
There you go. So you need an account to do that.
But, I mean, I already had one, so I didn't really think about that, right? Because I was able to do it.
It's for Nintendo super fan.
That's shady. That's shady, though. Come on.
So I linked it to my account. No problem. There was an update. It updated the device to 2.0. Okay, what happened between 1 and 2, by the way? The thing just came out. So I have software version 2.0.
It was watching children sleep. That's what happened.
So then, so once you get it all hooked up and updated and all that shit, you then have to position it on your nightstand. It has to be within 8 inches of your bed, height-wise. It can't be higher than that.
Oh my God.
And you have to basically angle.
So many rules.
It's a project. I just want to put my clock down, Nintendo.
Well, it has.
If you're going to watch me sleep, I want it to be easy.
It has some sort of infrared motion sensing things on it, right? So sensors.
Oh, John, the 2.0 fix was for the time travel issues. Good call.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So you have to position it on your nightstand, angled at your bed, like at a 45-degree angle, so it's looking across the bed.
Tractor out or something,
right? So and then basically it says, hey, what time do you want to wake up? And then on the top there is a dial. It's a knob. It's a dial and a push button on the top, and there's also a back button and a notification button. So occasionally this thing is gonna eventually, I think, send me stuff or information or something.
What?
And I can. Well, I'm just
saying.
We
have announced the Switch 2. We have announced the Switch 2.
Possibly. Honestly,
can you imagine?
I have to admit, I kind of wanted to do that stuff.
Just like surprise announcements throughout the day. Like,
well, because it
has. Here's a secret.
It's on my network. Okay, it's got Wi-Fi. It knows who I am. It should send me shit. Like notifications or news or something. Like I would opt.
Interesting potential in this.
I would opt
to do
into
something for $100 other than play coins.
I'm saying that I would opt into that. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. I think you're already opted into it.
Yeah, you've committed. Sunken cost fallacy in full effect. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what happens. So I set the alarm. Okay. I said, I'll get up at whatever 7:30. And then I said random theme, okay? So every day, it randomly picks from the 4 properties. Each one has like 7 different like themes or something, or like events. And here's how it works, okay? So you set the alarm for 7:30, and then, and this is an option which I turned on. 15 minutes before, it starts easing into the alarm.
Ew.
Very, very, very subtle,
weird.
Quiet little
this
things.
This is getting creepier.
What? So I set it for 7:30. At 7:15, it's starting to just kind of like make a little
twinkle,
little beep boop bop 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 bop. Yeah. And you're like, did I hear something? And you're like,
that'll drive me nuts.
What was that?
I'd wake up immediately.
Yeah.
What was that? And then it starts ramping up, right?
Right.
And then when it gets to the actual alarm time, it's showing a bunch of static images of the theme of the day, okay? So like the Pikmin monster, the little creatures are flashing on the screen in a circle, okay? They're not animated, they're not moving. It's flashing a monster on the screen, okay? And at this point, it's a game. I have to defeat that monster.
It's like some MI6 project and they're feeding shit into your head.
What?
Right.
I don't know.
You have to play with your alarm clock?
No, I have to defeat the monster, and I defeat the monster by waking up. Okay?
Okay.
Now, if the alarm is going off and the monster is flashing, but if I start moving in the bed or I wave my hands, you start knocking the monster down. It starts getting smaller and smaller, right? But then if you go back to bed and close your eyes, the monster comes back and gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and the music is more heightened and all that. But then if you shake your hands and move around, you knock
Scarring
it down.
children for life, John. Do you?
Right. So
It's teaching weird habits.
So
Yeah.
it's like you're essentially like hitting a virtual snooze button, essentially. Like if you raise your hands, the monster goes boop, 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 and then it's quiet, right? And then like a couple minutes later, you're still in bed, it knows it, the monster comes back, boop, boop, boom, bop, right? And then
Get up, asshole.
and then when you finally get up, you get like this award sound, like congratulations, and that's it. That's the whole event. Now, there's some flaws and problems with this thing.
It's a fun way to wake up. I'm not going to lie. I'd like to do it at least once.
Well,
And that's it.
I kind of really don't mind what it's doing. It is, but I'm actually like, if I want to stay in bed for like a half hour more, I'm just kind of like, fuck you. Like I can tune it out because it's not super loud and crazy. Like it's not super
I'm
annoying.
sorry. The whole experience sounds annoying. 45-degree angle, 8 inches from my head. Then all of a sudden, I'm waking up to some coins 15 minutes before I said it, you bastard. I could have gotten 15 minutes
That's
more
an option.
sleep.
That's an option I
Yeah.
turned on. Yeah.
I know.
You're doing a
I'm just
passive-aggressive game for attention.
Exactly.
And it's
This alarm
not
clock is
letting
a
you.
passive-aggressive ex-girlfriend in John's bed. It's like, just let me wake up.
So here's the thing, too. This is a problem if you sleep with someone in your bed.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit.
So anyone
I'm
over
throwing that thing out of the
20.
room.
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. There's two scenarios. There's one scenario where it works, and there's one where it does not. Okay. The scenario if you have someone in your bed, if they get up before you, no problem, right? Because if you set your alarm for 7:30 and they get up at 7, okay,
So
that's
my husband
fine.
wakes up early, leaves for work. I'm still in bed. It thinks it's him. It's like playing
No,
coins
but-
every second. Is that what would happen?
No. What I'm saying is, if your significant other or whatever leaves, gets up a half hour before you, it all works fine because your alarm's at 7:30. So it's not looking at your motion and you're getting up until 7:30, right? But if you get up before the other person, okay. Let me explain this.
No, you're explaining it okay. I just
I hear
okay.
you. I'm just saying. I'm trying to
I'm
put
laughing
my
at the
head.
absurdity
So
of this.
yeah,
Okay,
Frankie says.
so-
Fun
so-
fact: the clock is for single people under 10.
So let me explain this, okay? So if I get up at 7, I set the alarm for 7, okay? I get up and I leave, but my wife's still in the bed and she wants to sleep till 8. The alarm now thinks that she's me, and the alarm will not give up on trying to wake up the person.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's not good.
So you have
Incel
to
clock.
you have to manually, and it's actually stupid, not easy to just turn off the
Nintendo
alarm.
is assuming
with
people
the
don't
button.
have people in their bed, right? It can't detect
Right.
two different people. That's not like something you can program. Like other
no,
things do.
you
like a
can't.
camera.
It knows its
Okay.
demographic. What can I say?
And here's the other problem.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Just
That
kidding.
there's another problem that actually really does need an update. I don't want the alarm to go off on the weekends.
Wait, you
Let
can't.
me have a.
you
No,
can't
there's
even
no-
have days of the week.
No.
You can't select which
What the
days this
fuck?
operates?
Nobody
Not
wakes
that
up
I
on the
found.
weekends the same time they wake up during the week. You're wrong. There's no way. No
All right,
way.
prove me wrong.
What?
I'll
Just
prove
turn
you
it off
wrong right
then.
now.
Can you
with
not
my
just turn it off?
Common sense, John. Kids don't wake up for school on the weekends.
All right, let
People
me- let
don't
me
wake up
just-
for
all
work
right,
on
let
the
me-
weekends.
let
Unless
me
you're one of those
Google it.
crazy people. I'm Jocko Willink. I'm up at 4 a.m. doing 100 miles. Like nobody's doing this, John. These kids are sleeping in on the weekends. There's
Okay,
no way.
all right. On Reddit, someone is asking the question,
Yeah, of course. I'm not waking up
And
Saturday at school time.
and then someone said, "Yeah, that's my number one request," and the guy says it's in the settings.
Okay, I was going to say.
all right, so
it should be
There you
obvious,
go.
though.
all right, we real time fact
It's
check
like
that.
setting your sprinklers and it can only go off every day. You're like,
Okay,
what kind
well,
of sprinkler
okay.
system is this, Nintendo?
Okay, well,
For the Joe Rogan show now. Hey, Jamie, can you look up
Yeah.
Alarmo?
Well, I
the
mean, I
thing
didn't even
is-
have to look that up because that's common sense. There's no way there's an alarm clock that makes you wake up Saturday
okay,
at 5 a.m.
But, but let me tell you something, though. And this is true. When you set the alarm, it doesn't ask you which days. It just says what time. So you have to go into a separate menu to change.
Does it
change
yell it
the
at you in an
days.
angry Japanese man's voice? What time? I want that.
So
John, you like this thing? You kind of sound like you're into it.
I don't
It sounds
know.
annoying.
I think he's into it though. He likes being annoyed. That's why he does this show, and he likes annoying us. No, you're into this though. Just admit it. You kind of like this. It's got the
I kind of
juice.
don't hate it, but I'm starting to see some of the flaws with just how the whole wake
Oh,
up.
really? You think
thing
you're
is-
starting to see some of the flaws in this child's $100 alarm clock for single
But, like,
10-year-olds?
The first day or two, like the first morning, I had to tell you, I was like excited about how it was gonna go
Oh
down.
my God. What does Nintendo do to people? What does Nintendo do to
I'm like,
people?
I don't know. I'd be excited my first time. Like, I want
guys
this to
are
happen
silly.
once.
yeah.
Like I'm like, okay, and then also I had random, so I didn't
Just
know
ask
which
your
theme
wife
they
to
were
do
gonna
this.
pick.
Honey, before I wake up, can you like touch my back softly for 15 minutes?
Right.
That sounds more exciting
So-
than what's going on here.
Can you start just
Can
talking
you
to me
stroke
really
my
quietly?
thigh 20 minutes in
Yeah.
before I have to wake for work? Whisper in my ear. I don't know. I'm glad
well,
you like it, John. I'm glad.
Yeah, but I'm going to go in there and change turn the weekends
Please
off.
do.
Yeah.
But,
Don't wake up.
and then also it does do some sleep tracking, which I haven't really paid attention to because I look at my watch.
Getting creepy now. Like, what
Yeah.
else is it tracking?
So
Yeah.
you
Is
can
it
go
tracking how
on
much
there. You can
time
see
you
like
spend
your
in bed?
monthly average.
Is it
You can see-
recording you? Does it have like a mic where it can hear what you're saying while you sleep? You're like
I don't know,
Mario.
but it does keep track of your sleep time. And but again, with
Get up
two
to
people
pee?
and
Is
a,
it like
two
mocking
people
you?
and
Like
a
get your
dog,
prostate checked.
But two people and a dog, it kind of fucks the whole thing up because it
Wow,
doesn't
easier
know
to-
who he's tracking.
It, can't, it doesn't have doggy detection?
I don't think so.
Come on. Every security camera knows a dog from a person now. You can do it,
Right.
Nintendo.
I'm just.
All right.
Well, I mean, I'm glad you like it, John. I think you are the
It's interesting.
target demo.
I don't really think I am, to be honest. But
You're a Nintendo guy. Come on.
When
Yes.
do you think?
Fun.
well, I am because of the
Yeah.
podcast, and obviously I like Nintendo and play video games. But I guess so. But I don't know who this is really for. Like a single
Children.
person, probably
I think it's for
Children.
for $100
or younger
though.
people.
Well, a gift for kids. I mean,
Sure.
Yeah,
it's a gift for your children.
right.
It's kind of cool. Like, the concept's cool, but I just don't. It's not. I couldn't
Gamifying
imagine
waking up
buying it.
is interesting, sure.
It is interesting to me because
Yeah.
I usually use the Amazon Echo to wake up, and that alarm is menacing. Like it's loud as fuck, and you cannot stand it. This thing is so subtle though that it's easy to just say, whatever. You know.
Yeah.
That's my only complaint about it. Like it's not like crazy loud. You know.
Zogtree says it's going to be a collectible in the future, so maybe keep that box.
Possibly. And then, okay, so let's talk about Mario Party. I do want to talk about this because I played quite a bit of this. And so there's a new Mario Party game called Mario Party Jamboree, and I was not going to get it at all. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not buying this shit anymore, you know? And I have to admit, Mario Party has always been more of a family thing to me. Like with my daughters and stuff, you know, we'd play together when they were
Yeah,
younger.
totally.
Like it was never like my game where I would sit there for hours playing it. You know, it was always like an event game. You know,
Yeah.
and when my daughter was super young, you know, my wife played with her all the time during the day. So that's kind of the game to me, right? And but out of habit and because of the nostalgia with my family, I've been buying it. But my kids are old now. Like we don't really do
Yeah,
this
but they'll
anymore.
be home for Christmas and you
No,
can
I
pull
know.
it out.
Well, here's the thing. My daughter texted me the day it came out, and she's so I picked this up on the way to work, so she went and got it. So
Right.
obviously she has the nostalgia too. So,
Yeah.
but I couldn't deny the fact that I kept seeing all these positive reviews. Okay, saying this is the best Mario Party yet, 9 out of 10.
It's a
5
Nintendo
out of
game. Don't they
5.
all get positive reviews?
Yeah, but okay. So I'm going to review this game in a bit of a vacuum because what I mean by that is that I don't remember the ins and outs of every single fucking Mario Party I played. Okay, all the little features and things you do, but I know there's a lot of stuff here that is very new, and I know it was not in the N64 one, which is where I started with this series, right? So the big thing here is that I rather like about this game is it's 100% connected online. Okay, you can do everything against other people, which I kind of like. And the setup is this: you're on some fucking island, and you know you pick your character, and you kind of have like a an ongoing records and not RPG, but you have your stats for your character, right? So if you're playing by yourself, and by the way, the core game has always been like a board game, a virtual board game where you do mini games to compete. You earn coins, use the coins to buy stars. Whoever has the most stars at the end wins. And my biggest complaint about the game forever has been how long it fucking takes, right? Because, and even this one, if you play the core Mario Party game, the base game that we've been playing forever, the shortest game you could play is 90 minutes. That's it.
The last few iterations, I feel like they had the really shortened versions, like the 20-minute versions.
Well, they have that in other ways, right? With these other modes, right?
Right.
But if you wanted to play the Mario Party game, which I
Like
did
the
over the weekend,
experience,
you
sure.
had to do like 10 rounds, and it says average length 90 minutes. And then if you did 20, then it's double that, right? And it ended up
It's a fun
taking
20
long.
minute, yeah.
It ended up taking like over 2 hours for us to finish the game, but mostly because getting up and food and pizza, beer, whatever,
Sure.
So,
Wait, why
right,
doesn't
so-
the clock work with all Nintendo games? Like
do you
move the
mean?
clock into the living room, and like you can, sort of like an amiibo. I don't know. That would be cool.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
But then you have to set it 8 inches from your head again.
Yeah. So, all right. So the game is set up like this. You're on an island, and the island has all these other islands. You basically get into a balloon, and you look over this island map, and you have all these different places. So you have Mario Party, which is the traditional Mario Party game, where you can play with up to 4 players locally. The game does want you to use Joy-Cons because a lot of the games require motion. If you use just like a Pro Controller, which does have motion, by the way, they will make you turn the motion games off. And there's 112 like mini games. And
New?
total, some new, some old, some rebooted, whatever, repops.
Sure.
Because there's a couple I recognize, like the basketball one. So they had the Mario Party game. There's like 7 different maps. I think 2 of them are old and 5 are new, something like that. Don't quote me on it. There's something called Rhythm Kitchen. Okay. And by the way, all of these different things are presented as little islands you go to. Okay. So you go to the Rhythm Kitchen island, Michelle.
I had a joke. I was going to make it, but I kept it in. Go ahead.
All right. Rhythm Kitchen. Go ahead, say it.
No, I can't. I don't want to get canceled. All right, continue.
So you go to Rhythm Kitchen, and
Yeah.
this is an
Special
island
islands.
where you do
Soul food?
This is an island
Yeah.
where you do rhythm games.
Ooh, I like a rhythm game. I'm into Beat Saber.
Yes.
All
yes.
right,
This
tell
is-
me about
you,
it.
You do that kind of thing.
Special
You,
island.
Yep.
Again, you're using the Joy-Cons, one in each hand. I think in that game was actually maybe just one in one hand. In that game, you are on a celebrity chef show. Okay.
Do they have fake versions of celebrities? Like, is
You're-
Gordon Ramsay there? Or what's happening?
I think they're Yoshis, the judges.
Oh, okay.
And basically, a song is
super
playing,
judgy.
and they're judging your rhythm on multiple songs, and then at the end, you get a rating.
I'm sure you guys have felt that at like
And
a
a
wedding.
winner.
Someone's judging your rhythm.
Yeah. So that's so there's Rhythm Kitchen. There's
Right.
Toad's Item Factory, which uses motion like crazy. You're basically you're playing this kind of like analog game where you're moving platforms up and down trying to guide a ball, like a marble, to the end. And then when you get to the
like that.
when you get to the very end, the marble turns into it goes to Toad's factory, and they turn it into an item from the game. Okay.
Okay.
So is that
Quick
the
question.
jamboree?
Sorry.
What's sorry?
No,
okay, go ahead.
no. There's everything's a jamboree.
What's the
This-
jamboree?
The jamboree is
Everything's a
the
jamboree.
it's the umbrella of this, Michelle.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Go ahead, Matt. Games
Shit, I
Radar.
completely forgot. No, I totally spaced.
All right.
You were going to
So-
ask about Rhythm Kitchen, what their best dish was. Is it like jambalaya? Is it chicken tiki
no, the
masala?
responsiveness.
What's
like,
that?
It seems like very motion heavy. Does it feel like very responsive controls?
Yeah, I would say so. I think the controls are pretty good in this game.
Cool.
But you're constantly switching around, especially when you're playing by yourself. Because some games require 2 Joy-Cons, some require 1, and some you could just play with the Pro Controller. So you'll be going along with the Pro Controller, and then you get to a game, and it's like, nope, you got to switch controllers now, right? So they do a lot of that. All right, so Toad's Item Factory, you marble to the end. All right, listen to this. Paratroopa Flight School. Okay?
Ooh,
Are we still talking Mario
that
Party?
doesn't end well.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
This one, I kind of, it's intriguing to me. So there's 3 different modes in this. There's like a free roam, and then like there's one where you have to capture these things, and there's one where you're doing like a taxi service. But what it is you play as Mario, and Mario has wings, okay? And you have to stand up with a Joy-Con in each hand and flap his wings and glide
real
all
wings
around.
Or like a suit, wingsuit, or is he some sort of bird?
He
Audubon
somehow
creature.
spawns feathery wings. Yeah, at some point. Here. So this is like right out of the Wii. Like this shit I'm describing right now. By the way, Rhythm Kitchen and Toad's Item Factory. This shit has, I mean, and Paratrooper Flight School. This shit has nothing to do with Mario Party, like at all. Like nothing to do with it, right?
Are they just bolting on just games now to this thing?
Yeah. Because the Paratrooper Flight School has more in common with Little Wing. What was it called? Wing games? Tiny
Wings?
Pilot Wings. It's more like Pilot Wings than anything else,
right,
with motion controls. And so you're flapping around in this big, giant open world, and you're guiding, trying to collect things in the air. And I have to say, the controls for that are actually pretty fucking good. Like the flapping and the gliding, and you can like,
are you
like
sitting
move
there
the wings
flapping?
up and down.
Like, are you
flapping? Yeah,
like,
you're flapping.
You're flapping. Okay, I just did the
Yeah,
flap
and my
move, and
dog,
I felt like
by
I
the
wanted
way-
to die. So I don't know how you're playing.
No,
with
no,
your dog.
I was flapping, and my dog was so fucking confused what I was doing.
Yeah,
He's
I was
looking at
having
me
a
like,
stroke.
he's like, what is going on? And then I sat down, he jumped on me, he's like, all kissing me, like, make sure I'm
Yeah.
okay. Like,
Humans going crazy.
he's like, what are you doing?
Do you think that's an interesting direction for the Mario Party series? It's going to become like a collection of just mini games Nintendo just wants to throw
look,
out there?
I'm not through, Matt. This is a true jamboree,
Jesus, sorry.
okay?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And now listen to this one. Now, here's where it gets really interesting, okay?
Yeah.
What if I told you that there's a raid in this, Michelle?
Oh,
Okay, what kind of raid?
Call of Duty.
Like we're gonna take down a big boss?
Yes, Bowser Kaboom Squad, Michelle.
All right, now I'm listening. I like to kill a boss.
She's in.
I'm in,
So
but I don't want to
Bowser
flap like a bird. Okay.
No. Okay, so Bowser Kaboom Squad is you have 8 players trying to kill this gigantic Godzilla Bowser. Okay.
Cool.
And so how it works, and by the way, you can play online with other players and cooperate and do this together, or play with CPU players on your team. So you can play online with 700 players, and you're all trying to take down Bowser within 5 rounds. And there is also like different rankings, like in tiers and
It's like
difficulty.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Party.
So how the Bowser Kaboom Squad works is there are bombs parachuting out of the sky. You have to basically break the crates open, throw the bombs in a cannon. Once the cannon has 20 bombs, they launch at Bowser and his health goes down. And you have 5 rounds to get his health to 0. But then every round it stops and you have to do a mini game in between. And if you do well as a team in the mini game against Bowser, you will get items that will help you for the next round. And the item might be a steel hammer that breaks the crates down faster. You might get a health thing that you could throw on the map. So if someone is dead, they can float into it. Because you have to res people if they die in this. Because Bowser's running around the map trying to kill everybody. And you're trying to get bombs and throw them into the cannon to launch it at him. I have to say, I kind of really liked it.
Okay. How quick are these matches? How long are we talking?
That game probably takes about 20 minutes or so online.
That's a bit of a commitment, but
yeah. And then another thing they did, which is PvP, is Koopathon. Koopathon. It's like marathon.
Like a Koopathon? Oh, flan. I thought you meant flan like the caramel dessert.
Koopathon. Okay. And this is a PvP
marathon,
online.
Koopathon.
I think it's 20 or 40 players, and you are racing around on foot on this marathon course through a city, okay? Mm-hmm. And the way that you advance through the course is you're constantly doing mini games, and everyone is at the same time. And the mini games are specially made for this, and you get coins in them. And as you get the coins, your player advances, okay? So like one of them I did was we're running up a sand hill, and these fuckheads are throwing like logs down it. And there's
Old school says Fall Guys, basically. Is that what
yeah,
I'm
kind
hearing?
of in a way, but not really. But so everyone's racing around, and you're doing these mini games that are like each game will have 3 mini games, and the mini games get progressively harder each round. So the first one is running up a sand hill with logs, getting coins, As you get the coins, you advance. And then the next time around, you'll do that log thing again, but it's way harder. And then the third time, it's even super harder. And it actually gets really challenging. And then also, Bowser is fucking with everybody in between. And then you have to do a Bowser minigame. And if anyone gets knocked out of that, they go back 30 spaces on the map. And it's it's almost like always everybody. Except for like one person. So I really thought that was super cool too. Yeah. And then the mini game bay is this island that you go to where they basically take all the mini games, all 120 of them, and put them together in online bite-sized competitive little things. And they have something called Showdown, where you play a bunch of really long themed mini games against other players. And I actually had a ton of fun doing that.
Someone in chat says it. They have to say it. So is it basically Fall Guys?
It's not Fall Guys.
That's what I said.
I played Fall Guys. I mean, Fall Guys is an obstacle course game. This isn't that.
It sounds like you're loving this, though, John. You sound enthusiastic.
It sounds different. Like it sounds like many different modes.
And then they have what's called Party Planner Trek.
I think they put something in his head with that Alarmo while he was sleeping. You will love Jamboree. You will love Mario Party Jamboree.
He's hitting on
you will
all
love
the
it. Like
points.
you're really getting into this.
Right. And then they added Party Planner Trek. This is a single player story campaign.
Am I supposed to be excited?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So this
alarm plays before you wake up. It's subconscious.
This is a single player campaign. Okay.
Oh my
Party
God.
Planner Trek, and basically you are on an island that looks like a game board, but you can go anywhere you want at any time you want, and you're doing fetch quests for NPCs. So they'll give you a quest, and they'll say, "Hey, we can't get across this bridge because we're missing a bolt." And then 5 minutes later, I find a bolt. I'm like, oh my God,
Brilliant.
bring it back to that guy.
You needed a bolt and you found one and you brought it to the guy who needed it.
Right.
John,
this
what did
is
the alarm
the
clock
next
do to
generation
you?
of games.
And then listen to this. There was a dude that lost his fishing pole. I fucking found it.
You found it. Wow.
Oh, good.
Right?
All right.
And then you'll find a guy and he's like, hey, man, we could do this right now, but you really could help me out if you do this mini game. And if you do well, I'll give you 2 stars.
I don't know what you just said. I think you just got propositioned for sex. What the fuck are you talking about?
So I did the mini game with the dude and in the back of a Buick. That's what he called it. So
the mini game. That's what
Up, down, up,
You
down.
wanna do the mini game?
Up, down.
So
you stroked your Joy-Con for 45 minutes. John, throw the Alarmo out. I think it's getting
45.
No. This is a story mode.
He goes a
This
while.
is a story mode Party Planner Trek. Not bad. And then
okay, we get it. Can we move on? Let's hear about that.
This is getting a little
I really am starting to get concerned, to be honest.
Now listen to this. Now
I'm listening, unfortunately.
Okay, now then you also have Party Plaza. Okay. This is kind of like your home base, okay?
All
and as you do all of these things, play all these mini games, play competitively, get rankings and all this, you're getting coins. And there's essentially like a battle pass type thing going on that you don't have to pay for, but you're leveling up, and each level gives you some unlock. And then you end up with all these points, and then you go back to Party Plaza, and you could decorate postcards with stickers, and then listen to this: these postcards that you decorate with stickers, you can give out to other players as gifts.
I know. I love that in elementary school when you make Valentines and give them out and stuff. But John,
yes, and then
the time has
you
passed.
could use your points to buy emotes. Okay,
emotes.
Yeah,
Okay.
when you're playing online, because you can't talk. There's no voice chat. There's no text.
Can we stop talking about this game?
Yeah, it sounds great, buddy. I think it sounds good.
And then listen to
gist,
this. And then I got points, and I could use points to unlock music. That's what right? I could use points to
So
and then
anyway.
And then also when you're in the hot air balloon overlooking the island, you have binoculars and you could find secrets in the map. And I unlocked Paulina by doing that from Donkey Kong.
That's kind of cute. That's kind of cool. I like that.
And she was all the way on a far, far, far little island alone. And I found her in the binoculars, and now we can play as Paulina. Can you believe that?
So part 2 of John's review is going to be on your podcast, right?
I never want to hear this again. There is no part 2 of this review. I think we get what Mario Party Jamboree is. And I think John's way too impressed.
Pick of the week.
Okay.
Pick of the week.
This is absolutely my pick of the week.
We got to hear about the Batman game. That could be the pick of the week.
Yeah, I'm going to contest you on that one.
Yeah, I think it's already better
all right.
than what I just listened to.
Listen, after that, I got to get something to drink.
Yeah. All right. What are you drinking? Anything?
I was drinking a Partake NA beer. All right, Matt.
Oh, John.
Cool.
Let's
All right, set this up. Set this up,
Set this
buddy.
up. This is exciting.
Okay, set this up. So, back this summer, my son he stained my parents' deck, and this is going somewhere.
What?
And they said it's going somewhere.
That's illegal. How old is he? Like 5?
He's 12. He's no,
an
yeah,
entrepreneur.
he's 12.
Labor.
Yeah, I had him while I was on the show, not physically, but
Oh,
if you remember.
I hope you didn't have him.
Anyways, no, my wife had it. Anyways, so he earned money because he wanted to buy MetaQuest S. MetaQuest 3S.
He did because the kids at school are talking about it. Is that
Well,
true?
because he's really into the monkey tag. You tried monkey tag a while back. Like
Oh,
he is
God,
hardcore into monkey tag right
Yeah,
now.
I remember that comment.
And so, and he's also he's in the MetaQuest environment, so he's getting ads for MetaQuest S, 3S, I'm sure, all the time.
Oh, okay.
And probably hearing about it. And so he was convinced, like, this is the next generational leap. It's going to help me play monkey tag better resolution, blah, blah, blah. So I said, if you raise half of it, we'll pay the other half, and, like, we'll both use this thing. It came this week with a free Batman, what's it called, Michelle?
Batman Arkham Shadow.
Batman Arkham Shadow, free
Yep.
Batman Arkham Shadow VR, which is a new game. And I think this is the game that's going to be the Half-Life Alyx for a lot of people that might get them into VR because it's getting a lot of great reviews. I played a ton already. Like, we just got this game today. It just launched today, and I think I've played like 2.5 hours on it. It is, I mean, it's not revolution. It's not going to blow your mind completely, but it is like the best example of the types of games you can play in VR. Like, you are Batman, you are grappling onto
All right,
things.
so Matt, this headset.
Yes.
Have you ever played PC connected headsets?
I connected my Quest to the PC. Does that count?
Kind of. I'm just trying to understand like the power of this thing, like visually and everything about it.
I'm not going to be able to give you a bunch of that stuff.
No, I know but, like,
that
visually, are you PSVR? Are you like twice as good? Is it like better, like in that way?
I can tell you the resolution, the frame rate, the audio especially feels a lot fuller, richer, more surround sound. I definitely. I was checking out some like high resolution like YouTube videos, VR YouTube. It feels to me that they're crisper. They're running at like 90 frames per second, which I think is a lot
1832 times
faster.
1920 pixels per eye, John, for the 3S.
There you go.
It's like 2K times 2K for the Quest 3. So it's weaker than the Quest 3, but
So yeah, I think it cuts in like in places where it doesn't sacrifice the overall leap from the 2 to the 3S. I think it has less cameras, but the pass-through system on this thing is, I think, to me, remarkable. Like, I'm coming from like a black and white blurry image from the MetaQuest 2 to this where it feels real time. I'm looking into like my environment and like just a high-res video. And there's some games that take advantage of that. So there was this Alien Invasion game, and I know it's on the Apple whatever headset they have, but it's like it scans your room and it maps out all the objects in the environment, and then you play the game, and then aliens come crashing through your roof, and aliens start popping out, or sorry, like a spaceship comes crashing, aliens start popping out, you got to collect them, like you're running around your own room.
I feel like I'd fall into my coffee table.
Neat.
I don't know if I have the temperament for that, because I just feel like
but you see everything, right?
Yeah, that's true.
You see
Yeah,
everything,
AR,
like you
it's
see
AR,
everything.
it's not
Yeah,
VR,
that's true.
right? So,
Yeah. So back to the Batman game, like it's so much fun to me. If you play the old Batman Arkham Asylum games, it's the same exact. It's almost like they pulled assets from those games. Like, you are back into that city, those characters, that art style. You're back into the Predator missions. Like, you swing from rafter to rafter, getting the jump on people or swinging down and kicking them. What I love so much, and somehow they nailed it again, is the combat. This isn't like, it's not as fluid, obviously.
Are you swinging around like a Wiimote kind of, or is it buttons?
Well, so you're like, you can look freely, obviously, and you can move freely. So you're just kind of zeroing in on a ledge, and it says press A, and you grapple over there, basically.
But the combat, is it like a controller based?
Yeah, so the combat is you take your controller, you make fists with a controller. You press the top and button trigger on both of them.
And
so
you're
now
swinging.
you're swinging, but it's almost like little quick time events for each enemy. Like a little circle appears, like you got to punch in that circle, punch, jab, and then off screen you'll see a blue icon. You got to punch off screen to counter someone, or you can just turn around and just like punch freely and hope you hit something. You got a batarang you can throw at people. You can like whip them with your cape. This sounds complicated if you haven't played VR. It's so intuitive. Like within 10 minutes, I was just going into rooms and I was just murdering people with my fists, and it felt so good.
Wait a minute, Batman doesn't kill
I was
people.
Batman. Well, okay, paralyzing people with my fists, putting them to sleep.
So, Matt, is this a game you have to play standing up and you're Batman?
I played it standing up just for the immersion factor, and it allowed me like turn really quickly. But I believe you can sit down. There's nothing leg based in this game. Oh, that's another thing.
Oh, okay.
You can open up your cape and like glide. So when you're jumping down from ledges, you open up by like lifting your arms
like
up.
Mario with
No.
feathers?
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
like
Matt,
you
is it all
described.
like that? Because I'm reading here, it's a fantastically immersive simulation of the Dark Knight detective. So are you doing actual detective work, like kind of slow pacing stuff too, like poking around, investigating?
I'm only 10% in. I haven't
Okay.
done anything. There is like everything in this game is so intuitive. So to turn on your detective vision, you hold the controller up to your head and tap, just like you're like tapping the cowl, right? And it turns
Right.
it changes your view into detective vision. So it's little things like that. Like for a smoke bomb, you got to take it from your utility belt and the batarang from your chest, and it just all feeds into this feeling like you are playing as Batman. It's really cool. So, yeah. Oh, one more thing. There is a phone in this game, and it's a really cool secret. So throughout the city, all the environments, you can find phone numbers. You go to the pay phone, you pick up the phone, you have to put it next to your ear to actually hear it play. There's like locational sounds coming from it. And like you meet, like you're phoning Harvey Dent, you're phoning Vicky Vale.
That's cool.
It's just you're phoning all the old Batman characters, and you're going
Who's
through like
voicing
little.
Batman? Because I heard Elijah Wood is Scarecrow or something. Is it like, okay, is he doing a good
It was
job?
Matthew
is it a good
Perry
Batman?
was working on it,
It's
right,
not
for a while.
Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry's drowning in ketamine somewhere in the
No,
the
he was
afterlife.
working on it, I thought.
No,
And
he's
then-
not.
kidding
Matthew
me?
Perry was never involved in Batman. He was never making Tiger Woods golf. Matthew Perry golf.
Is that a rumor we're putting out?
John is
Matthew
obsessed
Perry was
with
involved
Matthew
in Batman?
Perry's dead corpse, and it needs to end.
No,
here.
I was saying
No.
this before
No.
Matthew Perry had the
Yes, you
accident.
gave him the VGO curse. If we ever talk about a celebrity, they die the next week. You have to be careful.
yeah, that's
I
right.
really wanted to do Matthew Perry
Yeah,
golf.
let's try this.
Like,
Neil Diamond.
Oh, wow.
I'm
Can I
just
do one?
Hedging my bets because he's old. Is he even alive?
Elon Musk.
If Regis
I land me
Philbin,
in
he
a jail.
died 20 years ago.
Regis Philbin. No. David Bowie.
oh my God.
So
Elon,
this is.
whether you like him or not, he's still doing good stuff, Matt. Come on.
I
now.
know, I'm just-
We're not cursing
no, I'm not
anybody
saying-
here.
I'm not. No, sorry, Elon. Please live. Please make more flamethrowers. I missed out on
No,
that.
we're doing. He just built the
I
world's
was
biggest
half an inch
supercomputer
away
with
from
NVIDIA
buying
GPUs.
that flamethrower. I should have got it.
I know.
should.
So you
Like,
got
I
the
literally had it in my
Batmobile,
cart.
you
It
have
was
the
one of those,
Batmobile, Matt. Do you get in your car? Are you driving in VR?
Not yet. I'm just.
Okay.
It looks like a substantial game. I think I'm going to do all that. This is such a cool game.
Hi,
yeah,
Matt.
what?
I have a question. So,
Question. Yeah.
is this
What's-
like
who
a
are you with,
free?
sir? Sir, who are you
what?
with? What outlet are you with?
Cracked.
Okay,
Really?
correct. Thanks, John. Please continue.
Okay.
So, is this a free movement roaming game? Is this open world, or are we on rails? What's going on here?
Levels, just like the video game is like it's the interior levels, so you are on rails.
Like,
You're
I want to
going
be
from room to
outside.
room, vent
Do
to vent.
we get to do we get to see his parents die again in an alley?
I hope so.
not
I like it. I like the repetition of that. The pearls are
God.
gonna fall. Okay.
It might be Joker. It might be Joker's friend.
Every
It might be a
fucking
clone.
game's got to start. I don't want to see
I
that
like
alley
it.
scene
I
ever
know.
again.
It defined Batman. We were all shaped by our childhood, okay? You can't tell a Batman story without
we
the
know
parents
the story,
dying.
Michelle.
I don't care
We're
if you
fine.
know it. There
We
are no
understand.
Batman fans born
Alleys.
every day. Did your son know his parents were killed in an alley? No, you have to tell
I'm sure he
people.
was born with that knowledge. It's been repeated
Well,
so
it's true.
many
You
times.
come out of the womb and somebody tells you Batman parents, Bruce Wayne's parents dies. I don't know. I like the story. I like the story.
The story in this is really cool. The racking. Anyway, it all together. This is a genuine game that they made with love, not just a tech demo. They're like,
And
let's
is
make.
it dark and rainy and
Oh, yeah,
Gotham-y
all that
and,
stuff.
Like
Oh,
you
yeah,
feel
you-
immersed, like you're in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Commissioner Gordon's like right up in my
A good
business. I was like,
skyline.
Now,
I could
which
smell his
Gordon? Is it a
cologne.
new Gordon? Is it a Gordon from a certain movie? Is it like all
It's like
different?
a middle-aged Gordon.
Okay.
So
No one we've seen.
I think
No,
it's
like,
the one from the video game series.
Now, Matt, I love a
Okay.
good night scene, skyline,
Mm-hmm.
you know, neon
There's-
lights.
Yeah, you're standing on the balcony looking out over like
Yeah.
a section of Gotham, and you're like, "Ooh, that's the Ace Chemical building. That's neat."
Yeah. Did you
Or
bang
there's the Bat
Catwoman
Signal.
yet? Or
No,
working
that's
on that?
DLC. That $300.
yeah.
Listen,
The bang
that
Catwoman.
shit, that shaped me.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Did you have a stroke just now?
That Catwoman stuff. Oh yeah, I'm all about that.
He's into black leather. Forgiven. We'll find that out more on our February 14th Not Safe for Work episode.
Yeah, I'll
John
tell you
will be
the
on his knees
other
with
functions
black
of the
leather.
MetaQuest S on
Yeah.
February 14th.
That's true. You'll be able to use this for porn.
Overall, a great system. I think I definitely in the audio visual, like everything just seems crisper. It does seem like definitely a leap up. And you can access all the new games now. Like I feel like this is gonna be an Xbox situation where everything is gonna be accessible. Through
Yeah,
I
you'll
guess
have
the
a whole new
question
library here.
the question I have still,
Yeah.
is this as good as if I went and got the latest PC VR headset, whatever it is?
No.
Yeah. No,
okay,
no,
well,
it's
okay.
not.
So I'm trying to understand how compromised it is compared to like my Rift S. You know, like
I don't.
Maybe your Rift
I
S is
feel
old
it
now.
wouldn't be like.
I know, but my PC is still way more powerful. So that's what I'm
All that
wondering.
matters is the resolution of the screen, though. At the end of the day, I mean,
Yeah.
I think you have a higher
Not for
resolution
Flight
at
Simulator.
rates.
Well, John, your Rift S has 1440p, and the other one's 1080p,
Yeah.
and I think your refresh rating. I mean, you just got to compare the
Right.
stats. Like you just,
I'm just trying to understand.
pull
like,
up a side by
no,
side.
this isn't a
of the,
Porsche. This
Yeah.
isn't a Porsche.
Right,
This
right.
is it's a
Yeah.
workhorse. It packs a lot. I think, and I
It's
think this is
lightweight,
the system
probably,
for
right?
most people.
It's-
Yeah.
Oh,
not
it's
gonna-
super, and the
Yeah.
controllers feel good. They're a little weighted this time, and there's
Because I
more
had to
haptic
buy a
feedback.
third party like headset attachment for my Quest 2 because it was so awkward on my head. I had to buy that like Kiwi like lock in little one, you know.
Right.
And this one I've
Yeah.
heard they've redid the headset and it's like just feels better itself where you don't need third party headsets and stuff. So it's probably lighter and you still shit.
I wear glasses.
Yeah.
I wear glasses, so it's still awkward.
Oh,
so.
I know. I used to have to put my contacts in to play VR. It sucked. I know Rob Sprance had those like lenses that you pop in. That sounds really
Yeah.
attractive. Just pop those right in. Then your kid can't use it, but
Anyways, cool. I'm happy with this purchase. I'm
Good.
gonna explore some more. This is my re-entry into VR. I think I'm gonna start like looking at stuff. That
well, it's
came out.
good. It's good for the show.
Yeah.
So play.
Okay.
Tell us
yeah.
about what's hot.
Glad your son is got.
Now,
a
are you gonna tether this to your
oomphness.
PC at all, or can you?
I'm sure you can through Steam VR. I'm sure you can get Steam VR on here.
Okay.
Just like you could for
good.
2.
It's fun to have a new toy. I won't upgrade to the
yeah.
Quest 3 for Batman. I just can't do it. Like I hope they kind of bring it back.
It's a lot of
down.
money for
Yeah.
Batman.
I just paid
and you'll
$400 for that
eventually
thing.
upgrade.
Well, let's
Yeah.
be clear.
Playing
It's
2 years.
$300, right, for
Yeah.
3S.
It's a $3.99 Canadian, so whatever.
Yeah, in the U.S.
Okay.
it's $299.99, and then the 3, just the plain old 3 is $5.
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously the MetaQuest 3 is going to be better.
Right.
But I think it's the PS Pro discussion. Like,
Yeah.
there's people who want to game with the best, or people just like, I'm fine with my PS5, but I know PS Pro would be better. But
There's diminishing returns at some
content.
point with VR anyway. Like,
Yeah.
unless you have the
And I think
best
they
of the
found a
best,
sweet
it's going to
spot.
look like shit. So you might as well just get the light, cheaper one where you can just play this stuff, I feel like, with VR.
yeah, I think they reached as far as they can go for the price
It's a
range,
sweet
and it
spot,
looks good,
yep.
and it's good. Yeah, I think it's good. I did finish Silent Hill 2. I loved that game. I just tore through it. I was really pissed off from a trophy hunting perspective how much shit you got to do to get a platinum. So I am gonna. I think I'm just done with it. Like, you have to collect every collectible on one playthrough, which is annoying. You have
my.
you have to do all that stuff, and you have to get like a grade because you get graded at the end. You got to get an A grade, which means just jumping through so many stupid hoops. Yeah, no, it was really good, and I think I'm gonna go back to other Silent Hill games now.
Yeah, and they're
I
talking
wish there
about
was,
maybe
like,
remaking the
remastered.
first one. I think they're in talks with them, like they're
Yeah.
open to it and stuff. Because that would be great as well if they kind of gave the first one same treatment. It would probably do just as well because this one has been doing good
Yeah.
and getting well reviewed.
I feel so dumb. Like, I feel like everyone knows the story of Silent Hill, but I went in blind. I did not know what actually happened with James and his wife, and I'm not going to ruin it if other people are going in blind, but I feel like everyone knew this story for 20 years, which they obviously did. So it was kind of neat being new to it and experiencing kind of the twists again, and then going online and just like reading more into the lore.
I mean, Matt, I played it and forgot 90% of the story. So some people like knew it, and I didn't. I had to remember while playing too. So yeah, you weren't alone.
It was great. And then so finally, I played Space Marines 2. Thank you very much, CD Keys. This is just a video game. It's a put it on, feel great, killing stuff. Don't think too hard. Just take out your chainsaw thing and just slash a bunch of bugs. It feels great. Lots of blood. Lets me feel like a big macho man for a little bit of time. It just
feels like a fun game. It's just like this is what a video game should feel like. You know, I really like the campaign on that game. It's a bit of a
thematic throwback to like just like it's the 90s. It's Doom. Yep. It's just like put on the heavy metal and just kill stuff.
It's a linear shooter, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We have a key for this to give away too. I don't know when we'll be doing it, but we have a Space Marine 2 key as well. And I really did like this game. I mean, I don't know if it'll be my game of the year, but it's just a lot of fun. Like getting in there, especially co-op, playing through the campaign is a good time.
Yep. No, it was a lot of fun. That's it. That's it for me right now. But I'm drinking Diet A&W root beer.
All right. Well, let's get into this weird news.
Oh.
Well, the Smash Brothers creator Masahiro Sakurai quit YouTube with a final video teasing a mystery new game. And Kiwi wanted us to talk about this. There's some stuff coming out now that it's an MMO, a Minecraft-inspired MMO that they're testing, where players work together to build or develop an entire planet, but it's not of the Minecraft license. Now, what if they get sued?
No, okay, I saw, I did post a link here to the guy to have, somebody on Twitter posted a bunch of images.
Yeah, it's in our news. Your post, where you put it?
It got taken down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Yep.
The
link
content for the Nintendo Online Playtest program leaked almost immediately. The goal is to work together with other players to develop a massive, expansive planet by utilizing creativity and farmed resources. As you progress across the planet, you'll discover... Come on, Nintendo. Let's have a little fun. Leak something.
Yeah, so someone posted images on Twitter. I put it in our news section, and the post is gone. That sucks. But you know what it looked like to me? It looked more like PlayStation Home.
Okay.
It's a big online Miiverse living MMO world.
Is there building, crafting?
There's mini games. There's there's character creators. There's a
PlayStation Home, basically. But
yeah,
Nintendo's
I think so. That's what I was getting out of it.
Well, they're going after Minecraft, right? Because every kid plays Minecraft.
Well, I mean, Roblox and all that shit right? Isn't all that like
the metaverse for
Roblox
children?
Would be a better comparison. Roblox would be the universe Nintendo would want to create, like you. Take
or VR chat or something.
VR
chat. Don't open up children to that hellhole.
Well, VR chat and Roblox, to me, I've never done Roblox, but I think they're both similar, where everyone's making these little games, right? And you go in there and there's rooms.
That's
like
Roblox.
that? Yeah.
But that's VR chat too. That's exactly how VR chat
is listening to people. You don't even know what you're listening to. Is it a 14-year-old girl or like a 40-year-old man?
But I played games in there. Shit. I played Among Us. Someone made like a fake Among Us. I did that. Like, so anyway,
my kid made a game and made 5 cents from someone playing it.
Nice.
In what? In Roblox?
In Roblox, yeah.
So anyway, I think this is kind of like all of that, right? It's an online social thing. Now, Nintendo, I mean, they don't let people... I mean, look at Mario Party. I had to buy emotes with my coins to be like, be... Like, if I wanted to...
emotes or emotes? I kind of want to... Like, have I been wrong all these years? Or is John
Emotion?
Wrong? Emotion, so emote? Okay, because you say emotes. I don't.
Emotes.
Okay.
Emotes. Milk.
Emote.
Roof.
No, okay. I was just checking.
Water.
Well, are you excited? I mean...
I don't know, because again, not that I want to talk to people, but I'm just curious how they're going to handle that aspect of it.
Yeah,
because
friend
that's
codes
obviously
and protecting kids and...
Right.
Yeah.
Because the Mario Party thing I just did, I did online stuff, but there's no chatting, there's no nothing. You could see people's usernames, but that's it. You know, it's like, oh, you're Yoshi number 5 in this room, but your name is whatever. I mean, listen, if this is really what's happening, I give Nintendo credit though, because they're trying to evolve, obviously, right?
Well, there's pictures in this Tweaktown article here.
Oh, let me see if they're the same ones.
Yeah, I'll put them in Twitch. So there's a little tweet here. Like a universe. Oh, I wonder if you can claim land. You remember when people were doing that with like the metaverse? You could like live next to Snoop. You bought like a little plot of land.
Yeah,
Looks like you
I
can
do
do that
remember
here.
that.
I see. So you can buy a house next to your friend and go build. And
Yeah, this could be really cool if they do this well. I'm so mad I didn't get into this. You know, I even like I wasn't home and I remembered like 5 minutes late to do this, and it was already filled up.
players will have a GPS-style locator, a beacon to place that will designate land to build on, public areas to explore and team up in, and a dedicated social hub called the DevCore. So I wonder, it can't work with real-life GPS, can it? So it's like locating you where you are. That would be very bad.
I do see how it looks like Minecraft in that one
it does.
image.
It looks blocky in the one image. I'm not sure.
The one with the domes, but then look at the other image of this classroom or whatever this is. Is that like a mini game or something someone's playing?
Well, it's a sandbox, nevertheless. A building sandbox, a crafter. Look, Nintendo's been going that way with Zelda, too, for a while, like showing the interest in the build craft.
I see. So DevCore is a separate space from the planet you're developing in the Minecraft style.
A social
hub.
hub.
Social hub.
Yeah, this is like voxel building, it looks like in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nintendo's
could be cool.
documentation on the playtest is available on Reddit, and there's screenshots there as well. So yeah, there is some information out there. Testing servers for an MMO for Switch 2. That's the rumors that maybe it will launch with Switch 2.
Yeah, I'm very curious about this. You know, I did like the Wii U Miiverse. You remember?
Yeah,
I was
it was
drawing
weird that
Snoopies
went
and
away.
stuff.
We made Wii's. We made our little
I made a
Mii's or
lot of
whatever.
people happy with my Snoopy drawings.
Don't tell this story again. We had an argument. This was one of our clips of like a best of clip. John was like talking about the Snoopy he was drawing. I'm like, great, you entertained a 7-year-old in Boca Raton, John. I'm glad. Like, can we move on?
The Miiverse was great.
They
though,
told
because
me I had a good Snoopy. I'm like, it was a 7-year-old child. Like, you draw like shit. Everything you draw looks like Garfield. He's like, no, I'm good. So I mean,
No.
I think you would love this, John. I really do.
Well, it was good for the Miiverse was good with the Wii U because it was a tablet with a stylus. So people were basically communicating with drawings.
Wait a minute. What if the Switch 2 comes with a draw tool and a camera? I don't know.
Stylus.
Yeah,
But
what if it
what
launches
was-
with this?
What was also I was using the Miiverse as a way to figure out if something was worth
Meet women.
buying. Because like, if there was a new digital game in the store that I didn't know what it was, like an indie game, there would be they automatically, every game got its own Miiverse. So I go into the Miiverse and see what people were posting in there, and
That's
I
the
was
worst. What?
what
Like reviews and stuff.
That's how Nintendo has to do reviews. You
what
go see what they're saying on the Miiverse. It's like the worst social media platform I've ever heard of.
But I was already in the system though. I had my Wii U. I'm in the store browsing, and then it's like, oh, what's this game? I never heard of
Yeah.
this. And I would click it, and I go to the Miiverse. And if the Miiverse had like 1,000 posts, I knew something was
It
happening.
was hot, yeah.
But if it had no posts, and then people would share screenshots and write little reviews, and I don't know. I kind of was using it that way.
Well, I mean, I'm curious about this. Maybe it'll be with
Yeah.
Switch 2 news. They're testing now. If you can get in, let us know. Call in anonymously. Tell us what you experienced because we probably can't talk about it with NDA even if we get in. Netflix shutters AAA video game studio. Remember, we've been talking about Netflix's push into video games for a while. Looks like not going so well right now. Closing a few studios in Southern California. I don't know.
So
I still
that's
think
not their
they could be a
only
sleeper.
studio, though,
No, just
right?
who knows what they were doing. They might be changing. Ubisoft cancels Assassin's Creed Shadows early access. Now it will not be.
getting sketchy.
Are the tides turning here away from, pay to play early? People hate it, and Ubisoft is desperate right now. They're trying to do everything they can to kind of get in people's good graces, and they also just shut down the Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown team. It's been disbanded at Ubisoft.
That's right.
It didn't reach sales expectations. But Ubisoft, you priced that game high intentionally to push people into the sub model, and now it's backfired because nobody bought it.
Yeah.
It's weird what's going on over there at Ubisoft, but they're doing some reshifting here because, of course, rumors of Tencent purchasing them, and we don't know. There'll probably be more Ubisoft news next week. I feel like it's trickling out of like all the things they're shuttering and closing down.
Mm-hmm.
Did they cancel the early access because they don't want people to review it before it comes out?
I think they're trying to pretend like they're the good guys. Like, you don't have to pay to play early anymore, but you could be right, John.
I think it's what they.
You think that's what it is?
Damage control?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, yeah,
Oh my
because
God.
that game's going to get review bombed. We know it is.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm
I
not
feel
sure.
like
I
that
think
game's
it's just
going
a
to
new
be pushed
model.
back.
It did. It was already pushed back. Yeah.
I know, but again, like I feel like it's just going to get some like dramatic.
That game's got mud on it, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's what they're doing. They don't want people to review it.
This is
before
happening
it really
a lot.
comes
It's
out.
happening with this Blade. So the Blade movie has been delayed indefinitely. The film no longer has a release date. People are rumored that they canceled it and shuttered it. I don't know if that's true, but like they hyped it up, or like, you know, is Wesley Snipes back? Is it Marcel Ali? Whatever. And now that's just been canceled. Like, I feel like there's a lot of times like there's all this, like, it's happening, it's big, it's good, and then it just kind of goes away. So I don't know. We're in this.
yeah, that was like Marvel's Phase
Yeah.
4 movies.
Right. Now,
How many
I
of
don't
those
know if-
didn't get made?
Yeah. Amazon's God of War TV show is starting over from scratch after the showrunner and executive producers all quit. Back to the drawing board. I think we've hit a moment here with like nerd culture or whatever, where people are like, okay, these things aren't just like freebies. They aren't always going to work. Like that Concord shakeup, like frighten people. You know, it's like, let's hold on here. Let's go back to the drawing board. Maybe we change things up a bit. I don't know. It's just kind of like a lot of things right now seem to be canceled, delayed, held on. What's this, John? Call of Duty?
I saw this today. I want to talk about it. I want to just actually unpack it.
Go ahead.
Real quick.
All yours.
Well, I'm unpacking it in real time.
Oh, of course.
But so they're adding this immersive spatial audio technology to Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah, there's that new Xbox headset has it.
And you have to pay for it.
What?
Yes, it's a monthly
Oh
fee.
my God.
Yeah.
Phil,
What?
what are you doing?
So you can get a free trial, and you'll get a personalized profile that analyzes your unique head and ear shape for precision sound. You create your own personal profile above. So I don't know what it costs. I don't know anything, but I saw this today and I was like, what? Like,
So there's an Xbox headset here. The new Xbox wireless headset's available today. It says it has Dolby Atmos, no additional cost, but you got to pay for it in the game. Improved battery life, 20 hours of playtime, improved microphone, Bluetooth 5.3.
but is that related to
I
this
think
though?
It's launching along with like a whole audio service in a lot of the games.
So the standard option is free in Warzone, but if you want enhanced, you have to pay for it.
Oh, come on. This is low. You want to hear those footsteps? Then you better pay. It's like, no, that's why I have a good headset. I don't have to pay you to unlock the sound,
okay,
you idiot.
But it says it
no
says
extra
that,
work.
Michelle, but
What?
it says that it adapts the sound to your ear and head shape. How does it know?
Well, I mean, my iPods do that.
Yeah, I mean the Echo Buds I have do that too,
Yeah,
but
what? I have to pay you for that?
But no, it does that with the in-ear noise canceling ones where, that's but
Yeah,
this
it'll, like,
is
try to
different.
Offset the frequency. John, I feel like this is Call of Duty is milking the wrong thing. Subscription based. It's not even like a one-time fee. I got to sub to it. It's going to turn off.
Well, so I'm wondering if they license this technology from somebody else. Is that what's happening?
Free trial available. So you're going to try it out. It's going to sound good. You're going to hear the shots. You're going to hear directionally where somebody's walking. Then they take it away. Your trial ends. And you're like, you've been gimped. You've been neutered.
Right.
Needless to say, the COD community is not taking it very well. You think?
It's like,
yeah.
we got really good new sound technology, but you got to pay a monthly
Analyzes
subscription.
your unique head and ear shape for precision.
But how does it do that?
How weird is your head that you need to analyze it to play a game?
Well, I mean,
Fuck
your
you,
head's
Call of
weird.
Duty.
We discovered that.
My
with
head's gorgeous. I have a beautiful little bean head. It's my long witch fingers you have a problem with, John.
No, because the Meta
What's
won't
wrong?
fit your oblong head, so you got to go buy
Is
an
that what it was?
adapter.
No.
Yeah.
That's because the Meta is made for people with like massive heads, and it was like falling off my head.
Oblong head.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's play the
So
voicemail.
your witch fingers
Yeah,
won't
that's
work
right.
with the
My
Quest
graceful
either.
witch fingers with your stubby 1-inch thumbs, John. I'm gonna win the
1-inch
finger
thumb.
bait. My fingers are great. I can play piano. I'm good at keyboarding. Okay.
You can like gut fish really easily, probably.
Ew. I'm not going to do that. How would you even know that long fingers can gut fish? All right, let's play that voicemail, Tiger.
520-FEEL-VGO.
VGO, your boy Bizzle here. Wanted to check in, see what you guys maybe are looking at for the Halloween special game-wise. I've been playing a lot of Dead Island 2. Highly recommend that. It's the best zombie killing action I've ever played in a video game. Just great detail, great game. Also, Alan Wake 2. I've been pleasantly surprised how good Alan Wake 2 is. So just wondering what you guys are looking at possibly for the episode. And John, try to scale back the witch, buddy. Just scale it back.
I can't.
I agree.
Don't talk to me about that.
I agree. Well, you can control your woman. Come on.
It's
Give
not
her
mine.
stern talking to. Well, your
I met her at
mistress,
a truck
whatever she
stop
is.
like 5 years ago, and
She's
She
a lot
answers to you,
lizard. All right, so I know, Matt, you've got Neva. We got a key you're going to talk about, which is kind of like
Totally.
getting some buzz. It's a Devolver Digital game. The people who did Gree or Gris, how do you say that? Gree?
Grice?
Grice?
Yeah.
A Vampire Survivors Ode to Castlevania. We're going to get keys for that. And 20 new characters. The Belmonts are there. 40 new weapons. Cool. I think it's coming out on October 31st, so I probably can't talk about it next week. But they're adding a huge like vertical stage, rather, like a different type of map going on here. So it's kind of like Vampire Survivors 2.0, finally with Castlevania in it. So that's looking cool. But as far as like next week, I mean, Sonic, we might be getting keys for to review that Sonic's X Shadow. I'm kind of curious about that because I was Team Sonic growing up. I had a Genesis. John, what's scaring you? Are you looking at anything next week?
No, I haven't really.
Oh.
Sorry, I don't know. But not to derail this, but
we might Sonic Roundtable.
Yeah, we have some more details.
But we got to play
audio,
spooky
the
stuff
audio thing.
too. I want you all to bring a spooky game. Listen to me and get me your
I'll bring a
scary
spooky
stories
game.
by this weekend because
I'll
Monday
do it.
I am
Yeah,
putting
for
them
sure.
together and I'm uploading them.
All right.
All right? Don't be late. I hate when you're late, John. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So this audio thing was Call of Duty.
Yeah.
There's an update to this story.
Oh. It's all bullshit?
No. So I was correct, though. It's like a licensing thing. So Embody is a third-party audio company that partnered with Black Ops 6 on this special audio feature. The Universal Profile is free for all players to use in the game settings, but it's also offering a customized profile for people who want that, and it's $20 one-time purchase.
That's
That
stupid.
I want to hear this.
What?
I want to hear it. I just want to hear the quality.
So you can get a universal profile, which is just, I guess, generic settings. That
Yeah, but it's
everyone's
got to
gonna get.
measure your oblong head. It's got to measure your rat ears or whatever the hell you're
Yeah,
going
and your
on.
fucking
Yeah.
witch fingers and your
Yeah.
your friggin'
Why are you guys being so mean?
I'm
So-
from the East Coast. This
So
is how we say
$20.
hello.
So $20 if I want this good sound.
Are you going to do? You have to do it now. Do you want the bad sound?
It does say try it free for 30 days.
Yeah, which
Try
means
it
it must
free.
be
Let us know.
better. They want people to like turn it off and be like, this sounds like muffly shit. I have $400 Sennheisers.
Right.
And why did I do, yeah, that sucks. I think charging for audio is a slippery slope. I hope it's not the norm for you, Phil, with your first party
Phil
games.
partnered with some company here who has the
Well,
technology.
Phil should have made a better deal that the technology came as a part of Game Pass. Okay, Game Pass
yeah.
now has audio subs. Why? What am I even paying you for, Phil? I know we're not paying. We got thank you Xbox, but what's happening here, Phil? I think it's grimy. He's got to include this with Game Pass, don't you think? At least
It's
get the best
weird.
sound on Game Pass.
It's
We'll
this
measure
is
your
a bad,
oblong head.
This is a bad
Yeah,
precedent.
it's a
by the
good
way, like-
service.
But what's weird here too?
Wait a
though,
minute, is
that,
COD next week?
Yeah, is it?
Yeah,
COD's
that's
Friday,
what's
isn't it?
going to be scary, John. The
Oh,
new Call of
yeah.
Duty is next week. This is going to be the
Call of
most
Duty-
non-Halloween Halloween
Call
show
of Duty
ever.
does Halloween shit pretty good though.
Okay, so next week's Halloween show is COD for John.
But here's the thing. So for $20, I'm buying this for one game, this technology. So what if
Yeah.
they put it in another game?
Yeah, do I get to have my head technology? Like 3D, our 3D dick prints. This is like 3D
Yeah.
CAD printing of my head so I can use this in other games? Do I own it? Or are you
No,
going to start
it's-
like carbon
it's-
copying my head?
But here's the thing. You have
Are
to
you selling your head data?
Yeah, they're
to the
selling my
people?
head.
No, here's
John,
what it
this
says.
is bullshit. You got to yell at Phil.
You could buy it for Steam. You could buy it for Battle. It's not account bound either. So I buy it for Steam, or I could buy it for Battle.net.
Xbox is trying to get all your head shapes so they can sell you shit with a new Xbox or something. Don't
Maybe
do
they're going to
this.
be doing a lot of hats next year.
I think they're
Custom,
crowdsourcing
like,
head. Yeah,
headbands,
Xbox
yeah.
wants heads, and they like. I wouldn't trust giving your head info over to Phil. They're selling that. To
I don't understand
Thomas
how
hats
are
or
they
something.
measuring my head and my ears?
They're scanning my ear. What are you using that for? Can I have a? I want to
How
know the
does that
details.
work?
You're gonna have to have a lawyer
You probably
look
have
at
to go
this
to a
first.
website or something like that.
Yeah,
Do I
I'm
have
gonna
to
take
get one or
photographs
scan it
of
with
my
your phone?
ear.
I have
You
to
can
go-
scan it with your phone, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna really scan my
doesn't
ear with a
work.
phone.
I saw a commercial today for online tailored clothes with an app, and you just take a photo and they measure
Yeah,
you.
okay.
Is that what this is?
Give me a
Like,
break.
Probably.
It's like the iPod Pros. You put them in your ear, you turn your head. It doesn't do shit. It's like, oh, your ear is small. Okay, we're gonna like. It's not
Yeah,
measuring
that's
you.
to
like-
find the right. That's to find the right little like adapter thing, right, for your ear
No,
hole.
it says it's like doing something. This is okay. Does it say it? This does say your unique head shape, doesn't it? That
Yes,
is what
it
they
does.
said. Your unique.
It says
okay, I
unique
think
head
it's
and
called
ear.
round. Okay, if
What?
you have a
Oblong.
unique head shape,
And your
there's something
droopy
fucked up.
ears. Well,
yeah,
you know,
I have
Michelle
great
has droopy ears.
I do not
They're
have. I have
droopy.
little tiny shell ears. That's what my
They're
mom used to
droopy.
tell me. She said, "You got
No,
little tiny
droopy.
shell ears. How dare you? They're not droopy. I never
Droopy
wore
ears,
big earrings like I was
oblong
from
head,
Which is
Uganda."
it?
fingers.
Droopy or shell?
No, they're
I
beautiful
wanna know.
little shell ears. Look, I know my strengths. I have beautiful little shell ears. You guys are not going to take me down.
all right,
You're
all
not
right,
going to break down my self-esteem on my ears.
Okay, so Microsoft is going to say, "Hey, listen, pal, your ears are droopy."
Microsoft's not going to insult
and you have
you.
a Frankenstein head.
Yeah, your
And-
head is square. Your unique shape is square. You know how you look up your face shape, you know? I didn't know there was like a head shape thing. I thought it was just like round. I don't know what kind of heads these Xbox people have. but this is weird, John. Are you going to do it? You have to do it now. I want to
Well,
you
I'm
have
gonna-
to do
I will-
this.
Yeah, you gotta figure out what this
Yeah.
is.
Well,
Can you review it next
is-
week? I want to hear about your ear shape,
Yeah,
your
I
head
think
shape.
so.
It sounds
I
all
have
right.
to do
Good. So
it.
John's head review is coming next week. This is weird. What else is going on out
do I
there?
have to get like one of those fabricy bendy tape
You
measures
need like
my
a
mom
wax
had?
paraffin
Like my
mold.
mom
Yeah.
always had this bendy fabricy tape measure in her purse. Like,
Oh yeah, of course. It's in every like sewing box. It's just a
Yes.
tape measure.
Jeez.
It's bendy.
And I
It's
would
like how
be
you
like
measure
an-
fabric.
Yeah, and I'd be like getting jeans, and she's measuring my waist and like
my
tapped,
God.
like moving me all around and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, come here.
Tailoring you, right?
Pretending she was a tailor. Remedy has announced.
So do
a
I have to
3-player
do
co-op
that with
first
my
game.
head? I got to call my mom and get her involved. And
You have to
her-
get your
Yeah,
mom
she's got to write a
involved.
letter
Yeah.
to the company
Yeah.
with pictures
Because
and the
you're-
measurements.
It's your mother's fault if you have a bad head. Anyway, so
Right,
it's
yeah.
you know you
But
just
it
like
was
mom,
the
you
whole
gave
thing
me
was
this head.
violent with the pants though, because it was a lot of tugging and moving around and
That's weird.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember that. I think
And
it's
then-
different
and
for
then-
girls. We had sizes like, 2, 4, 6 or whatever.
Yeah,
We didn't
yeah.
have like
And
the,
then-
the measurement of the waist like a boy,
And then I remember the shoes. She'd take me to get shoes, and back then
they
they had
cram your foot in that metal thing.
yes, which
yeah.
that doesn't exist anymore, does it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
does.
right.
Yeah, it
To
does.
measure your foot?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course they have to measure your
I remember
foot.
that thing. I've
But
never
It's still
seen that in a
there.
store
There's no
since.
new magical way to measure your foot. Like they pull
Do you
out an
think-
app
I
or
think it's there,
something.
Michelle?
It's
I
there. I
still-
just
I
saw it
don't
at
think they-
Macy's. It's there.
No, you-
It's a
Okay.
metal thing you put your foot in, which is scary because who knows if somebody's got
might
athlete's
have been a
foot or crabs
mousetrap.
on their feet.
Yeah.
It could have been a mousetrap. It's true.
But anyway, my point was that was also violent because my mom would take her thumb
First
and
of all, there was
push
no
down on
violence.
my.
What was your mother doing to you? Little Johnny, I'm gonna shove
She's
my finger.
pushing
Like,
down
what
on
the fuck?
the toe of my shoe, trying to
Oh
find
yeah,
my
I
big
remember
toe.
that. My grandmother would do that. Oh, Michelle, these shoes are too
Wait,
big for you.
is
You
this your
tiny
big
ankles.
toe? Is this
Yeah.
your big toe?
Yes.
Is this your big toe?
Yes.
And then
Oh,
she's,
yeah.
she's pulling my waist
Yep.
around and measuring my
Like a therapy
inseam.
session
And,
right now?
Yeah,
Is this-
I
do you need to
remember the
talk
big
about
toe
this?
thing, but I have tiny ankles, so the shoe would slip off. And my grandmother put tape in the back of one of my shoes. Yeah, I don't understand. We all have some child trauma that's coming out right now. Selling head
I
data on the
suppressed that
dark web, old school. I think that's what
Right.
Xbox is doing. They are
Yeah.
definitely doing some head
Yeah.
data. Yeah.
We're
Be
going to
careful out
find
there
out
with your
that there
head
was a
data.
data leak of head data.
Yeah.
Like,
You're selling your head to the Chinese,
Yeah.
buddy. You're 3D
That's your
printing
prized
John's
possession
head.
is your head. You keep that information
Right.
safe. Once
Yeah.
somebody gets your
My-
fucking head dimensions, you
I
don't know
can
what
see
they're
the
going to
news
do with
story
it.
now.
It's over, dude. You're
Yeah,
in the
it's over.
system.
Your surrogate's Bruce
the head's
Willis
in the
style.
system.
CNN reports
Yeah.
that Microsoft
Yeah.
had a data breach and
Of your-
50,000 users had an ear
50,000
data
heads
was,
have leaked.
was released, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
That head
Oakley's
beat.
releases customized
Yeah.
sunshades.
Exactly. That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They know the size of the Xbox heads, and then it all happens. What's Brainoc.com?
New
friends?
anime shades.
Oh, there it
Perfect
is.
for the
yeah,
Xbox
the
user.
Brainoc device, foot measuring device, is a must in all retail footwear stores. Our device is measuring accuracy. See, it's still around.
That website's from 1990.
No, it's still here. How else do they measure your foot by eye? What, they got the guy with like, I can tell a foot by an
People-
eye. I just
but
a
it's
foot
so-
Adults
freak?
know what size their foot is.
That's
though,
what I was
don't
going to
they?
say.
I don't
That-
even know.
to
My
me-
foot size
That was
changes.
a kid thing.
You don't know.
That was a kid thing to me because your
Depends on
your
the
feet's
shoe.
growing, but your
You don't
feet's
know the
changing.
size
Your
of your
feet's
feet, come
growing. Your
on.
foot is growing.
Your
No,
feet are.
Our
Both
feet
of
are
them.
not growing.
Look, I had a foot weirdo once, okay, as a child. I was 17. Some guy started touching my foot. I'm not even kidding.
Oh.
What type of guy goes into this? All right?
What?
That's all I'm saying.
That what
They-
makes these
these
devices?
dudes would rub your feet as a girl in there sometimes. Did
I
you
know,
guys
but
Maybe
ever
that's
have
why they
that?
got rid of them. Maybe this Macy's
okay,
one
they
is
might
like,
have this self-serve, but I
Yeah.
remember like going to like
Self-serve.
JCPenney.
yeah, there's like
Yeah.
an Al Bundy there to
There-
measure
yes!
your foot. with
Like,
a
I
giant-
You
remember,
have to
like, my
put
mom
your foot in a strange man's lap as a young
My
woman.
mom would take
It's
me to
weird.
Sears or something, and there would be
Ooh.
a guy.
You've
and there
never
would be
placed the ball of your foot in like a weirdo's crotch. He's just like pulling it close to his balls. I'm just saying, you guys haven't
I mean,
had this experience.
Macy's does have the people still, but like
Yeah, they're there. And when you
Yeah, I
see
know,
a
I
dude
know.
in the foot shop, in the woman's foot shop, it gets a little weird sometimes. I want an old lady that can't see. You know, I'll tell her what's going on.
want a blind
I just want a
numb.
blind
He's not gonna
person.
tell
No, you're
anything.
right. I think we all know our shoe size at this point. But they still go in the back and they disappear for 5 hours. They come out with donut dust on their face. It's like, lady,
Right.
I know you weren't trying to find a size 6 or whatever the hell.
and then they bring back a pile of boxes too with different
Yeah.
sizes.
Yeah,
We're
it's like I told you
we'll,
already.
We'll try the 6.
Well,
We didn't
we
have
didn't have
10,
it
so here's an
narrow.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to
I don't-
try it?
Yeah, I don't actually. I just want a shoe. I don't think I've purchased shoes in a while. All right, what else? We've kind of gone off on a
try to
tangent.
avoid it.
Keep
I
your
hate
head
the shoe
size
shopping
safe out there. I think this is a good.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, keep your head size safe.
Good
That's
PSA.
Why don't we do
message
like a
from VGM.
LifeLock thing for head and ear
Yeah, I
sizes?
think.
like a,
Yeah,
Protect your head data, guys. It's,
Right.
your head
we,
data
we
is
will
the
alert
next
you
thing.
if your
Yep.
head and ear
Yep.
data is released. On
Let's
Yep.
start that business.
Head watch.
Head data
Yeah.
monitor.
Headlock.
Yeah.
Headlock.
Headlock.
Headlock. No,
Headlock.
headlock. sounds
Headlock.
violent.
Headlock.
Don't buy another URL,
Protecting
John,
your head
please.
data.
No, I think we were onto something with 3D dick prints. I think head print,
Yeah.
3D head prints is the next thing to take off.
Headlock. That's it. We just figured it out.
It's amazing.
Headlock, I
we
don't
all
know.
came up with that, right? We all thought of that at the
I
same
want
time.
I want a chunk of this. Come on, I was here. I want a piece of this
Yeah,
sweet
you're
head
You're
meat.
part of the think tank.
Freaking
All right,
big
good.
head money.
I'm glad we could crowdsource this with John's oblong head and elf
And
ears.
Michelle's droopy ears.
My ears are not droopy. I would own it. I'd be like, yeah, no, I have beautiful little shell ears. Okay,
All right.
deal with it. All right, let's get out of here. Go to cdkeys.com if you like keys as much as I do. And I think you do. They've got Xbox keys. They've got Steam keys, which is my favorite. When you claim that Steam key, it just feels good. So go to cdkeys.com. We're giving away Silent Hill 2. We're giving away 1886 Show Hunt. What's it called? Hunt Showdown. We're giving away
Yeah.
A Quiet Place. We're giving away 3 scary games for Halloween in our Discord. So come on down on videogameoutsiders.com. And what else?
All right.
Sub,
Yeah.
support, go to Twitch, get our app. We appreciate it.
Ooh, it-
We have a fun show next week. And keep your head data safe.
That's right. With headlock.com.
No, it's
KY.
already taken.
20% off your
KYH.
first-
20% off your
Yes.
first headlock. Head data. Head
All right,
data.
guys. Listen, thanks for listening, subbing,
gotta
all that
head
shit.
off.
What's your head count?
We'll see you next week.
Oh,
The Witch.
There you go.
The witch is not coming next week. I veto her.
She's coming.
I don't want
Can
to.
you,
I don't want to
if you're
hear.
talking to her, can you
I
say,
don't want
"I'll"?
to hear. Can we have a dude
just say
come
hi?
instead of a witch? Can we talk to like a guy, a skeleton, a grim reaper? Let's get a dude.
No, The Witch
Yeah.
is coming.
I don't want to hear her. I'm the only
What do you-
woman on the show. I'm a little jealous, John. I don't really want to hear her. All right. Good night, everybody. We'll be back
All right.
next week.
Thanks
for
for listening, subbing, all that, blah, blah, blah. Out.
out.
but you're leaving me, still deceiving me, but you're still